Welcome back to Crypto Hustle 101. In this video, I'm going to go over how I use trend lines to draw more accurate fib channels that show potential support and resistance. This isn't a step-by-step masterclass because that would take too long. This is just a brief introduction to the concept. So for today's tutorial, we're going to go and make a Ethereum USD chart on Coinbase. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that your chart is in log. That's down here in the corner. That goes from making your chart look like that to looking like this. And all it's really doing is making the distance between these prices an equal percentage apart. That's what log does. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to make our trend lines. Okay, so normally trend lines, what they want you to do is they want you to draw them based off of consistent support or consistent resistance. Alright, and that looks like this. Alright, you're going to see consistent resistance, 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 or you're going to draw it to where you find support, support, come back over here, support, support before it busts through. That's how you are traditionally taught to draw trend lines. An example of that on this chart would be this trend line right here. Alright, you're going to see consistent support on this line, support, 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 and support over here before it busts through. Okay, now for the purposes of drawing fib channels from trend lines, you want to make it to where your trend lines are going to show consistent support and resistance to the line, and that looks like this. So this is how it is. You want to make it to where you're seeing like this. Alright, now this same line, you're going to see support, support, flip, resistance, bust through, support, bust through, resistance, resistance, comes back up, more resistance, comes through, comes back down, support, support, bust through, resistance, 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 more resistance, and that's how it goes. You want to make it to where the trend line that you draw, you're seeing consistent support and consistent resistance. Another example of that would be on this chart would be here. Alright, over here you got resistance, comes down over here, resistance, comes down here and all back, what? Support, 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 all the way over to here till it gets the last support before it goes into an uptrend. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw our fib channel off of that trend line because it seems to be pretty important to price. Alright, so fib channel tool, which is over here. Fib channel. Staying on the line. Alright, so alright. Alright. So after we've drawn our fib channel, what you're seeing is that most of these lines just doing the same thing that this line is doing. You're going to see support, 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 resistance, and support. Alright, over here, same thing over here. Now you can check the accuracy of your channels by going between the parallel lines, like so. Let's go back over here, and let's draw one between here. Alright, as you can see, by going between those two parallel lines, you're able to find these channels that price is respecting. Consistent resistance and support here, here, pretty much every line you see, and it's automatically drawn for you. Alright, let's go ahead and hide that one, and let's pick another one. Zoom in. Alright, let's see. Go between these two parallel lines. Again, I'm going through this pretty fast. If I was not doing a tutorial, I'd be going a lot slower, trying to be more accurate, but For the sake of time, we're going to show you here. As you can see, more channels that price is respecting here. So it's safe to say that the fib channel we drew is pretty accurate for the purposes that we're using here. All right, so actually let's go ahead and zoom in to the 4 hour. Let's go down to the 4 hour and let's go to where price is right now. All right. What you actually do, if you want, you can actually see how this is cutting off. You can actually go inside the properties and extend it. Extend right, extend left. Do the same thing with this one. Extend right, extend left. And what that does is it makes your line just go off into infinity. It just keeps going. Alright, so right now price is over here. And let's go ahead and draw between these two parallel lines and see what we get. Line it up. I get accurate trend lines that price continues to respect as it goes through discovery. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very powerful method for drawing your fib channels. Now if we do the same process in the opposite direction, we'll get more trend lines that price respects. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw a quick fib channel between here and the next line. So, as you can see, right now, in the middle of this drop in price, we're finding support on this line right here. So, that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to draw fib circles from fib channels. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.